for the past 3 months, along with Canada's other premiers. I've called on the federal government to develop a national vaccine passport. We've seen this national leadership in countries around the world who have implemented their own national vaccine certificate programs. Because it's clear that a national system is far better than a patchwork of certificates across every single province and territory in the country, especially as more Canadians travel abroad. But Justin Trudeau has told us that they will not be rolling out a national vaccine passport while their election is ongoing. We can't wait any longer. We must take immediate action, and we will. Because we need to protect our hospitals. We need to avoid lockdowns at all costs. We want our kids in school and our businesses to stay open. And let's be clear, the Delta variant is here, and it's very, very real threat, particularly to those who remain unvaccinated. We know that if you're unvaccinated, you are 27 times more likely to end up in a hospital if you get COVID, and 42 times more likely to end up in critical care. Folks, please, the facts are clear. The vaccine is the best tool we have to keep people safe, keep our hospitals from being overwhelmed, and avoid further lockdowns. And that's why we're adopting an enhanced vaccine certificate. We'll hear from Minister Elliott and Dr. Moore shortly. But after in-depth discussions with our medical experts, we've landed on a vaccine certificate policy that is based on evidence and best advice. It's a policy with the following key principles. Vaccinations will be mandatory for certain indoor settings where the risk of transmission is highest because of masks aren't always worn, including restaurants, bars, and casinos, among others. Enforcement will be led by law officers, will be reasonable, and will rely on individuals and businesses to do the right thing. The policy will not apply to outdoor spaces where we know the risk of spreading COVID is low, except for nightclubs because of the higher risk of these settings. We will accommodate legitimate medical exemptions and will be closely aligned with other provinces that have introduced similar policies while ensuring we design and implement a policy that makes sense for Ontario. These measures will be in place as of September 22nd, and they're intended with one goal in mind, to allow Ontario to keep moving forward safely, to protect our hard-fought progress. And my friends, it's no secret. This is something that I did not want to do. This is a serious step that we're not taking lightly. And I know this is going to be very difficult for some people. And let me be clear, this is a temporary tool that we won't use for a day longer than we have to. But after talking to Dr. Moore, I know that this is what we have to do right now in the face of this fourth wave, because these certificates are necessary to keep our hospitals safe and to avoid another lockdown.